Welcome to the audio summary of The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. If you are listening to this, it means you are probably tired of checking your bank account and seeing a single-digit number. Don't worry, we are going back to ancient Babylon. Yes, Babylon, a place with no electricity, no internet, and no crypto scams. Yet somehow they were better with money than we are. This book is about a guy named Arcad. He was the Jeff Bezos of Babylon. He was so rich he probably used gold bars as doorstops. Here is how he did it, and how you can too, without having to wear a toga. Lesson number 1. Start thy purse to fattening. Translation: Stop giving all your money away. Arcad says that for every 10 coins you earn, you should only spend 9. You keep 1. That is 10%. Now I know what you're thinking. But narrator, I have bills. I have Netflix. I have a crippling addiction to iced coffee. Listen to me. If you spend everything you earn, you are working for everyone else. You are working for the landlord. You are working for the grocer. You are working for the guy who invented those little umbrellas in cocktails. You are a slave to your bills. Imagine you are a squirrel, a very hard-working squirrel. You spend all summer gathering nuts, but every time you find a nut, you immediately eat it. What happens when winter comes? You freeze to death. Arcad is telling you to take 10% of your nuts and hide them in a hole where you can't touch them. Even if you are hungry, even if the nuts look delicious, do not eat the nuts. Lesson number 2. Control thy expenditures. Here is a sad truth. That necessary expense you think you have, it's probably just a desire wearing a fake mustache. Arcad says that what we call necessary expenses will always grow to equal our income unless we stop it. It's called lifestyle creep. Remember when you were a broke college student? You ate instant noodles and sat on a chair you found on the sidewalk, and you survived. Now you make more money, but suddenly you need a chair with ergonomic lumbar support and noodles imported from a specific region in Italy. Arcad says, stop it. Your back was fine on the sidewalk chair. Confine your expenses to that 90% we talked about earlier. If you can't afford it with the 90%, you can't afford it. Period. Lesson number 3. Make thy gold multiply. Okay, so you saved your 10%. You have a little pile of cash sitting in a bag. Arcad says, gold leaveth the man who keeps it dead. Money is lazy. If you leave it under your mattress, it just sleeps all day. You need to wake it up, slap it in the face, and tell it to get a job. This is called investing. Arcad describes interest as your money having children. Let's say you have $1. You invest it. It earns a dime. Now you have $1 and a baby dime. Here is where people mess up. They take the baby dime and buy a piece of gum. No, you just ate your money's baby. That is financial cannibalism. You must let the baby dime grow up to make its own baby dimes. Eventually, you have an army of money babies fighting for your financial freedom. Do not eat the children. Lesson number 4. Guard thy treasures from loss. This is the funniest part of the book. A young man comes to Arcad and says, Great Arcad, I have saved my money, and I gave it all to Asmore the bricklayer. Arcad says, Cool, why? The young man says, because Asmore is traveling to distant seas to buy rare jewels for us to sell. Arcad essentially facepalms. He says, you gave your money to a bricklayer to buy jewelry. Would you go to a baker to cure a stomach ache? No, you go to a doctor. The lesson is, don't take financial advice from people who don't know what they are doing. This is like giving your life savings to your cousin Vinny to invest in a revolutionary new app, even though cousin Vinny still uses a flip phone and thinks the cloud is an actual weather pattern. If you want to invest in jewels, talk to a jeweler. If you want to invest in bricks, talk to a bricklayer. If you want to lose all your money, talk to cousin Vinny. Lesson number 5. Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. Basically, own your home if you can. Stop paying the landlord so he can buy better silk robes than you. Lesson number 6. Ensure a future income. You are going to get old. Your knees will pop when you stand up. You won't be able to work forever. Plan for retirement now so you don't have to move in with your kids and sleep on their couch. They don't want you on their couch. So there you have it. The secret to wealth is not magic. It isn't winning the lottery. It is boring, simple discipline. 1. Save 10%. 2. Don't buy stupid stuff. 3. Don't trust bricklayers with diamonds. Now go forth and multiply your gold. Or, at least try not to buy that overpriced coffee today. Baby steps.